Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Barcelona have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good...
It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To open the scoring. He can't put it away.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, and certainly one of the most influential. There's the header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Now he's off and running. Now it's Kaká. Messi. And it's Isco. Isco will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's managed to get rid. There will be a throw-in. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, that is one way to stop him. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Tries to pass it through. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? Mbappe aims beyond the defence. Isco. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, important interception. Messi. And it's Isco. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Timber. Beckenbauer. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Nedved. Van Nistelrooy. Ambitious ball here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Khan gets it away. A probing pass. And the pass is intercepted. Serginho. And it's Isco. Isco going face-to-face with his great rival. He's shifting through the gears here. And that has been knocked clear. Xavi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Isco. And that's a dangerous ball. Spread it left. That is good strength. And this is real chance! And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Xavi, spread out to the left. Pass is just off target. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Beckenbauer. Cafu.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Now it's Sané, looking to play him in. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And here's Van Basten.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Cleared without hesitation. And there's the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think the story of the first half is dominated by the spot kick miss. It should have broken the deadlock, but here we are, and I think there's still plenty to play for.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are back on the way.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
That is Conte. Sané.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a throw. And here's Isco. Messi. Chiellini gets rid without sophistication.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 7, Van Nistelrooy. El dorsal 15.
Messi goes on a charge down the left.
Serán sustituidos por...
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
El dorsal 18, Forlán.
Timber. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Now it's Sané. He's picked his way through. And this is Van Basten. And he's intervened well there. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, that's well spotted. And this is Isco. He's had a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.026 espectadores.
Oh, good ball! It could be in, and the shot! No mistake!
Van Basten really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Pinches it off him. Chiellini. He's a sharp little ball here.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Can he finish? Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Cafu. It's a good run down the right. Beckenbauer. And it's Timber. And Serginho. Serginho going full steam ahead down the left flank. Serginho. Looking for the run. He is through here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Messi. Oh, easy pickings there. Cruyff. Serginho. Cruyff does really well to win the ball there. Conte, the man that is tenacity personified. Timber. Conte. And it's Messi. Foot in. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Nedved. Now that looks a decent ball. Jordi Alba, he's got tall. He will be livid with himself. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Conte. Not the most convincing of passes. Messi. Van Basten. And this is Van Basten. And he's got the beating of his man. He's through and all alone. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And it's Vieira. Xavi. Nedved. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. That has not gone well. And that will be the final act. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Messi taking in the accolades. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here.
I think the wide players will be very important here, Peter. A lot is going to be asked of them.
Yeah, they've got a fair bit of work to get through.
Yeah, because they're going to have to cover the flanks on their own. They need to push up and establish some menace, some control, press from the front and act like auxiliary wingers, if you will, while also doing a fair bit of defending. And what's more, they're often expected to be the main supply routes in the side.
Aimed beyond the defence. Sane making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Cafu, Sané, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Leroy Sané, he's one of the most fleet-footed players around, Peter, and a massive threat with the ball at his feet. He knows where the goal is too, and his finishing is both precise and very effective. He's going to add a real dynamism.
Chance, surely! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And here's Messi. And now a sudden chance to counter. Driving on and making good progress. Beckenbauer.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, that's clever. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Kukçu spots it and intercepts. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he was quick to react. And it's Wirtz. And he's managed to get free. Isco is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That's a good run down the left. He has found the way through. And this is Messi, showing good feet. Great ball, and he's in here. Ah, he's given it away. Into the channel.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the shot! There it is! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Timber did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Oh, that's well spotted. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Isco cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just... Chance! Goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Cafu simply refused to be outdone there. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Now it's Messi. Oh, well measured. And Sané! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Sané is offering a wry smile there.
Spread it left. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. He's found a way through. Messi. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Sané. He's picked his way through. Chance for a shot! Really well taken goal. Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of out. There's the whistle for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust.
And he shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it. And again! He's hit it first time.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
Cafu. Beckenbauer. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Isco. Van Basten. And that could set him on his way. Vinicius Junior. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's a sharp little ball here. Vinicius Junior is on to... He's got tall! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Messi, who does have an assist to his name.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Costa Curta tries to clear. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Isco. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Hit into the middle. And that should get the job done. Stood up well to him there. Kukçu. Opts for safety. Timber. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Isco. And it's Timber. For Conte. Well, that is one way to stop him. Park Ji-sung takes a shot! He scores! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the finish! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So now the difference is 3.
and things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Goes for a shot! Park Ji-sung. Beckenbauer charging forward, the ball at his feet. And that's going to be a booking. That's a sharp pass. That has been cut short. No way through. Well, that has not gone well. And that's put paid to a promising move. Serginho. Isco will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's tidy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Referee has just said play on. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Serginho. Tries to play it through. Oh, no joy this time. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass.
And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Just 5 minutes remaining now. He's got away. Isco! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Serginho gets into some space. Serginho's big header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Pedri! And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Sané. He's shifted, and the shot! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. And he's worked it through. Now it's Wirtz. He's one-on-one, surely! Big chance! It's a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! And that will be the final act. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested in the Italian game, of course.
Yeah, and exported with great success too, because it allows half of the team to commit to either attack.
Tries a shot! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Van Basten. Out to the right. It's a promising position. Cafu. Lovely feet. And the ball's come loose here. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Batis. And Batistuta! Now, oh, he's been caught. In he goes again! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Serginho attempts a clearance. Rijkaard. Now it's Villa. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Van Basten. He is through here. And the shot! Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Pirlo wins the duel this time. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. That has been slung wide. And he whips it in.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And the keeper's given it away. He has done it! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual.
He's having a shot! And it's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Messi. Can he get it through? Van Basten! Really well taken goal. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, taken with style! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Opts to play it back. Spread it left. It's a good spell of possession, this. Chance, surely! No mistake! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter.
He's one-on-one, goes for a shot! It's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
David Villa, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is a great pick out. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Barcola. Isco is wide and looking to get onto this. Nakata. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Barcola. It's gone for a throw-in. Van Basten. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Shapes to shoot! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position. There's the whistle for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And we are back underway. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cafu. Oh, that's fabulous. Sané. Oh, nice touch. Well, that's cause for mild irritation.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's...
Right card. Here's the guilty party there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And it's Bellingham. Oh, well played, lovely. Rijkaard. David Villa. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Isco. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Tries to play it through. Bale. There's the shot! And he hits the net! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Back into the middle, looking for the run.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 8.
Van
David
Basten.
Villa. Number 5.
Conte. Pedri. Thuram simply refused to be outdone there.
Number 23. Raul. Number 13.
Now, can they get him away? Timber kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Cafu. Sade. Pedri. Now it's Mbappe. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Mbappe. Cannavaro. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Conte. 75 minutes played. And he was quick to react. Van Basten. Played out to the right. Bellingham gets into some space. That's tidy.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Played out towards the right wing. Adams gets across to intercept that. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Ronaldinho. Great ball if he can get there. He's come in hard. Pickford claims it. Safe hands. I think we're just about done here. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. He's found a way through. Sane has it in a wide position. Bellingham. Chance for a shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Now it's Bellingham. Takes aim and he gets big. Sticks it away. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
3 minutes.
Well, that's a
time.
really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Oh, super ball. And the finish! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Another one. This must be his personal high. And that is that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and his speed of thought is actually quite impressive. And
Maradona! Superb goal!
well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It's a really well-measured ball. Fired deep towards the back post. Played out wide. Serginho. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Messi. And here's Sané. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And it's Messi. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. He's had a shot! And we have our very first corner. Maradona gets it clear. Ball is over the line. Rodri, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Serginho. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now that's well seen too.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Serginho. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Conte. Oh, he's onto this. And this is Sané. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And here's Van Basten. Thuram, who does have an assist to his name. Great vision. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Looking to play him in. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Goes for a shot! Oh, crossbar! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Costa Curta. And it's Conte. Serginho. Isco is always looking to break lines. And it's Sané. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, nice touch. He is through here. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Thuram. Kante makes the interception.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Maradona. And that pass just didn't quite work. Messi. Isco. And Serginho. Wriggles his way through. And this is just the goalkeeper to beat. Shoots! And yes, it's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There will be 1 minute.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are...
And the shot! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That really is quite fabulous. And we've reached half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Messi.
And the action is back on the way.
Isco.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a searching pass. Costa Curta. Threads one in. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, super find. Sané is on, and the shot! In for the pieces! They've done it! They're back within reach! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So, tries a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Serginho. Couture. Tries to pass it through. He's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Pedri. He's in a great position here. Great chance! They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vinicius Junior proves too strong. Sané, and he welcomed it. Chance! Otto gets good distance on it. Now it's Vinicius Junior, and he's there to make the challenge. Van Basten. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Baresi. And he's managed to get free. That is Conte. Out towards the flank. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Cleared without complication, and smartly reclaimed. And they've switched it over to the other side. Pedri. Kimmich. Oh, that's a key interception. That's a sharp pass. He's on it, can he get away? Out to the right. Sane is herring after that one. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Kimmich. That has been cut short. Now it's Van Basten. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Sane receives it in a good position. Chance! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Substitution on the field. Number
It's their
10,
second corner of the game.
Vinicius Junior. Coming on to replace him is
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Hazard. Substitution.
Pedri stood up well to him there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Crossed in again, and that has been cleared.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, they've got it again. Into the last 5 minutes. Pedri, can he get on the end of this? Conte. Kirkchu. And here's Kirkchu. And it's Kirkchu. Kirkchu proves just a little bit too strong.
There
Pedri.
will be 1 minute added time.
Mbappe. Now it's Maradona. Always onto this. Pedri. And time is up. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Rafael Leao, Peter, is one player who could be unstoppable if he's in the mood. Easily one of the fastest players I've ever seen. He's capable of taking on multiple defenders, and he can cause imbalances for any defence. And that's their problem, because so many want to try and get to him to stop him getting into his stride. It just leaves space for others.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Shapes to shoot! Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Now it's Rafael Leao. Conte. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, easy pickings there. Paz. And here's Aubameyang. Aubameyang takes a shot! Goal! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Messi. Nicely spread. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Serginho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries to pass it through. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Villa, distributed tidily. Cafu, he's got away. Real chance here. Akanji did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Messi. Now it's Owen. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi. Alexander-Arnold.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Hazard. Bastoni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It is a corner, good chance. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. In with the challenge. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Villa. Out towards the flank. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Looking for the run. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Timber gets a foot in here. Serginho to Messi. Paz, who does have an assist to his name. Cafu. And it's Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. David Villa chips it through. He's got full. That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Messi plays it short. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Akanji, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. There's no flag. Oh, he's given... Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked...
And we've reached half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain from parking outside this stadium. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitution on the field. Number 24, Hazard.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Can he finish? A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Messi can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Strong running down that left flank. Rodri, Rosicki, and it's Messi. And here's Owen. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that is as far as they're going to go. Cafu hurtling down that right flank. And this is Kagawa. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Beckenbauer gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Villa. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. David Villa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He is through here. A corner it is then. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Villa. Now it's Villa. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Paz. Now it's Aubameyang. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Owen aims beyond the defence. Brzezinski. Paz. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Ambitious ball here. Serginho. Can he get on the end of this? And he shoots! Well, now it's a race. Oh, what has happened here? This might spell danger. Very nicely done. He's on it. Can he get away? Passing nice and neat. Picked out brilliantly. Look at the space here. And the shot! Serginho wins the duel this time. Into the last quarter of an hour. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking to... and the shot! Oh, should have put that away.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if there were just one down, as opposed to two.
Messi with the short one. Great challenge, time to perfection. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Isco. And they've got a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Conte. Nicely weighted ball. Brzezinski. Spread out to the left. Rafael Leao gets into some space. That's a good run down the left. And he's managed to get free. Could try cutting inside here. And it's Brzezinski. Shot could be on. Big chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, it was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Kagawa. Cafu. Knocks it into space. He has found the way through. Well, that's a little loose. He's found... oh, he's been caught on it here. Shot a goal! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Rafael Leao. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. And here comes the corner. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Isco. It's Kagawa. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he was quick to react. That's that, the end. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
And a quick reminder today to please take all
Your reflections then, Jim.
Well, Peter,
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attacking runs from deep. And don't be surprised if he gets himself on the score sheet too.
And it's Isco. He's got away. Aims beyond the defence. He's slick. Chance! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Oh, they could be caught out here. And he's picked out the... It's Inzaghi! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's found some space. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Timber. Isco. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Conte. Now it's Mbappe. Now that's a lovely exchange. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Serginho. Dumfries gets a foot in here, and it's been played through. Timber gets over and intercepts. And that is out of play. Can he get on the end of this? Alexander-Arnold is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Mbappe. Bastoni did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That is a great pick out. He's having a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And he gets rid in a hurry. It's anyone's ball now. Kagawa. Isco. Conte. Short changes him with that pass. Cafu. Great vision. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Almost half an hour in now. Now it's Mbappe. It's a pretty loose pass. Kaka. Now that looks a decent ball. That's been slipped through. That's going to go a long way. Van Basten. That has ended up in no man's land. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Isco. Isco. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Owen. And he's cut it out. Conte.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, played right into his path. Can he finish? Oh, it rattles the bar. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Inzaghi. He is through here. Big chance, Del Piero! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Serginho. Now it's Mbappe. Cafu. And it's Kagawa. And here's Van Basten.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Hoisted in. Mateus gets it away. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Kaka is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Played out wide, and here's Sané. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Out towards the flank. Looking for the run, and this is Isco. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And it's been taken short. And he's heaved it away. And now they can spring out of defence. That has been slung wide. And this is Kagawa. He's looking wide. It's come backwards here. Knocks it into space. That ball looks a good one. Big chance, must be! Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Trabzonspor are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off? Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Trabzonspor are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Beckenbauer has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Tries to play, shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, what has happened here? Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. And the shot! He's scored! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Simplicity itself.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Over to the left. Isco picks it up out wide. Chance! And it's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Threads one in. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Tries to pass it through.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
He's shifting through the gears here. Isco. And here's Van Basten. Oh, it's a great ball here. And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's a sharp little ball here. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And it's Inzaghi. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Beckenbauer has been sent off, just to confirm, it was a straight red.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Trabzonspor have their second corner now.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Kakao. Coming on to replace him is number 17.
Oh, he's been caught on a chance, surely! They've done it! And again they hit the front. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
Trabzonspor making consecutive changes here. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal. Trabzonspor nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
There will be 5 minutes.
The most accurate pass. Conte. Isco is always looking to break lines. 5 minutes to add. And he's managed to get free. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Substitution.
I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Off the post! Mbappe, lovely pass, but can he get there? He's through and all alone! Shot at goal! Sticks it away! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Trabzonspor could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response? And the referee brings it to a close. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. So Dida between the sticks for this one, widely recognised, as we all know, Jim, to be one of the great keepers from Brazil.
The Big Easy. For me, there was indeed a time in his career where he was considered as being one of the best, Peter, if not the very best. You don't have a career like his unless you're quite special.
That's a throw. That has not gone well. Conte. Sané. Threads one in. Now, can they get him away? Stood up well to him there. Bale. Tries to thread one through. Roberto Carlos looking to run onto it. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Distributed tidily. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Tries to play it through. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's claimed by the keeper.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Pedri. And claimed it back swiftly. Roberto Carlos puts his foot on the gas. An uncompromising challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Pedri. He's away!
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield.
Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Messi! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And this is Eto'o. That's a shade optimistic. Pedri. Conte. Gets a good foot in there.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Mbappe.
Such good technique.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And a chance! Not the most accurate pass. That's an excellent interception. Lovely. And the shot! And it's a goal! The breakthrough strike! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Well timed, excellent interception. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. So what can they make of this? Now it's Bale. That is a great pick out. He's found a way through.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Serginho. Cross needs to be... And he shoots! Oh, it rattles the bar! 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Oh, it's Van Basten. Driving on and making good progress. Lovely bit of skill. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bale! Oh, nearly, but not quite. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, that's a key interception. And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Deep cross. It's a mighty effort! Really well taken goal. And this is getting better and better. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Sané. Cafu. And it's Sané. Pedri. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Ah, that's a fine interception. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Valverde makes the interception. And this is Hullet. He has a look up. Mbappe. Cafu. More and more pressure on the ball here. Sané. Messi. Sané. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pelé. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Pelé concedes a free kick for that. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Kukçu. And it's Conte. Nice sequence of passes, this. Eto'o. Now, what about a counter-attack? Pelé does well to get it back. It's a searching pass. Goes for a shot! They've scored!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Eto'o.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
It's a pretty loose pass. Van Basten, and the pass is intercepted. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kagawa. Great vision. Chance for a shot! He scores! There seemed no way back, but they are level. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Serginho. Kirkchu. Mbappe. He's having a shot! Oh, should have put that away.
Mbappe has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 10.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Numero 22. Bale. Lasciano il campo per il numero 20.
And it's lofted through here.
Il numero 8.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Valverde is always scanning the pitch for targets. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Rummenigge. Ambitious ball here. Pass somewhat off target. Serginho. For
Il quarto
Kagawa.
uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Played into space. Chips it through. Pickford claims comfortably. That is good alertness. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's Dembele! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Dembele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that is that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway.
It's hard to overlook the presence of Tony Adams at the back here, Peter.
Yeah, well, he's dominant, isn't he, and uncompromising and courageous. Those are the sorts of words you always apply to him.
Yeah, and his reading of the game means he was always a step ahead of the opposition. He's surprisingly quick too, you know. It will be a massive challenge to get the better of him.
It's a promising... climbs up big! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Schneider. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Done delicately, and he was alert to it. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Vinicius Junior, and he's in. Goes for a shot! It's there! 2-0, and in next to no time. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Driving forward. Oh, he's bustling through here. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Now, power or placement? Stop from Pickford. He has missed it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Vinicius Junior! He's got a goal! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that.
And Messi! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, sweet feet. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Messi. And he's chosen to go back. Messi, played out wide. Cafu. Ball swung in. Goulet. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, it's Van Basten. He's picked his way through. Vinicius Junior! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, that's well spotted. Serginho. And it's Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Schneider. Nice control. Schneider with the cross. Rice with the clearance. Oh, it's Van Basten. Chance for a shot! Nuno Mendes. It's Vinicius Junior. Chance here to counter. And this is Bebeto. And he's onside. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Sané. Threads one in. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Goes down, but nothing given. Van Basten unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Nice sequence of passes, this. Cafu. That's good play. Goulet. Vinicius Junior has created one goal already.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Schneider. Schneider goes steaming forward. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Goulet. And the first half is done. High octane, high tempo. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow.
Programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
Madrid get the second half started.
Number 9.
Adams
Messi.
gets over and
Coming
intercepts.
on the field is
Played back
number
into the
22,
centre.
Isco.
And it's Sané. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Knocks it into space. That's been slipped through. It's a goal kick. Serginho. Bebeto. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Isco. And it's Sané. And he was quick to react. Cafu. Passing is crisp and sharp. Schneider knocks it out wide.
Oh, really well played.
Serginho, up he goes! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on to replace him is number 23, Kagawa. Substitutions taking place.
Madrid have reclaimed it. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Neymar. Messi. Beckenbauer wins the duel this time. Adams. Vinicius Junior. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's in a great position here. He's found a way through. There's the shot! He has done it! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Showing good feet. Isco. No, he's not getting his way this time. Oh, this looks sharp. Out towards the flank. Kagawa. Kagawa going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's a sharp little ball here. He has a look up. Goes for the header! No mistake! And this is getting better and better. Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Well, it's very well played because it's so easy to get those wrong.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Madrid have their second corner now. Oh, what a crossbar comes to the rescue. Bellingham! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Schneider getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Rice. Rice cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bebeto. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Cole! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Schneider. Conte. Driving on and making good progress. Now it's Kagawa. Isco. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Otto gets a foot in here. Schneider. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Van Basten. Van Basten touches it back. And it's Schneider. And it's Isco. Kagawa. It's Kagawa! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
And that's off target.
4 added minutes.
No
has been
unnecessary
indicated.
risks, and the game is petering out here. Schneider. Time added on 4 minutes. Conte, and he welcomes it in. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Nuno Mendes. Cole. Messi! Really well taken goal. He has given that the lot. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacked...
Oh, what a climb! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Messi goes short. Chance, surely! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cross from Cafu. Tchouameni getting this one clear. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Now that's well seen too. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look. Oh, terrible pass. And a chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! There is the breakthrough. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, good ball! Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Aubameyang. Nicely worked. He's had it taken off him.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Son, chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Bellingham plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Great ball if he can get there. And he shoots! Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, Aubameyang! Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chouameni. Nunez tries a shot! Really well taken goal. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
Bellingham really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Borussia Dortmund are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them.
Oh, what has happened here? Big chance! And it's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference.
Terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Mbappe. That has been slung wide. Now it's Nakamura. Threads one in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Borussia Dortmund clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Chouameni. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. There could be trouble here. Chouameni approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And the shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Messi. And it's Van Basten. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. He's found a way through. Mbappe with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. Sane is onto this. Goes for a shot! He scores! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. The midway point of the game.
We've seen some really terrific football in that half with the flow of goals. And of course there are mistakes, but I'm not in a mood to moan.
Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow.
Substitution in progress.
Borussia Dortmund get the second half going. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. He is through here. Bellingham. He's in a great position here. Serginho's cross. Ribéry. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, this is a great position. Shapes to shoot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Nunez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played back in. Mbappe looking to run onto it. He's on it, can he get away? Backward it goes. And here's Messi. Fired deep towards the back post. Messi. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Flings in across. And the shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they're back in front. Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to...
And the finish! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Van Basten. Great vision. That looks a cracking ball. Shot a goal! He has done it! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Looking for the run, and this is Messi, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Beckenbauer plays it long. Now it's Bellingham, and this is Sané. Sané with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Conte. Messi. Into the last quarter of an hour. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Conte. And Serginho. Cafu. And it's Sané. Looking to play him in. And this is Messi. Hangs in a cross. And it's made its way to him. No way through, so back it comes. Chance! He will be livid with himself. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. Don't you just love the...
Great chance! He scored! And with that, he takes home the match ball. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
And look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Substitution on the field, number 9.
So, time for
Messi.
changes on
Number
both sides,
6.
actually.
Bellingham.
Well, this is what we've
Coming
been
on the
waiting
field,
for.
Look, he's the
number
one
22,
everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Number 19, Kukçu. Substitution.
Messi. That's very neat. And this is Ribery. There's the shot! And he hits the net. They have stolen level at the last. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy.
Darwin. That's brave goalkeeping, really decisive.
He stood his ground brilliantly until he actually needed to act, and everything he did there was spot on. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Indicated.
Crosses it in. Time added on 4 minutes. Azar. A lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, it's Van Basten. Mbappe! He has found the way through. And we're done. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Sané.
That's
He's
good play
kicked
from
his
him.
way through. Van Bouten deals with that comfortably.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really. Shoots! Lingered over it and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Now it's Villa. He is through here. Now it's Griezmann. Hazard. Well, no joy this time. Still goalless at the moment. Adriano.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
Threads one in. Showing good feet. Serginho has crossed in. Oh, smashing header! No, not the best of headers. Beckham. And he's chosen to go back.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Hazard. Van Basten. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Sané. Cafu. Van Basten. And it's Messi. He won't be happy with that one. Adriano chasing after it. Beckham. Nice looking ball. Beckenbauer makes the interception. Conte. Now it's Villa. Messi. And this is Hazard. He has found the way through. Yep, it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the most accurate pass. Acute ball now, how can he reach it? Real chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Sané deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well timed, excellent interception. Raul. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now then, the ball's come loose. It's going to be another throw. Raul. Now it's Sané. Oh, that's fabulous. Beckenbauer gets a foot in here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Up he goes! They've scored!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Messi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And the shot! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, I think it's pretty...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So your views on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Messi. Spread it left. Rijkaard. Knocks it into space. Raul going. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
Well, the goalkeeper needs to have everything to his liking, and he's barking out the orders now.
Beckham! That was travelling. Serginho. Conte. Azar. Van Basten. Beckenbauer cuts it out. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Messi has got himself a free kick.
Substitution for Besiktas.
Besiktas can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Well, this is certainly one change that gets the juices flowing.
Well, it's great we get to see him play. The fans have been calling for him to come on pretty much since the game began.
Conte. Now Van Basten. Now it's Azar. Now it's Griezmann. Griezmann! It's bounced back off the post. Besiktas appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Van Basten.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he welcomes it in. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, super ball. Takes a shot! It's a goal! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Messi. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Knocks it out wide. Back into the middle. Good ball, good take. Can he get it through? Shot, surely! Oh, taken with style. And this is getting better and better. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Substitution from Besiktas, number 19.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
To replace him is
So the lead now is 2.
Guti.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
That has not gone well. Cafu. Kante does really well to win the ball there. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Sané. Now, what about a counter-attack? Pedri. Great vision. And he's being shifted off it. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Van Basten. Now it's Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Played back in. That is a brilliant interception. Could move up a gear here. And this is Van Basten. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Del Piero. And Del Piero! Conte. And it's Del Piero. Del Piero! They want to be quick to recover this. Messi has created one goal already. And here's Griezmann, Roberto Carlos. And he's made sure that's not getting through. That pass isn't the best. Conte. And it's Serginho. Nicely weighted ball. Vinicius Junior looking to get on the end of this. Vinicius Junior stood his ground strongly. Can he get on the end of this? Guti.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well read, nice interception. And back to the keeper they go. Beckenbauer. Adams. It's Pedri.
There will be
Serginho.
3 minutes added time.
Strong running down that left flank. That is ended up in no man's land. And that's been won straight back. Aimed beyond the defence. Deftly out wide. And we're done. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. a solid win. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then. Well, 2014-15 certainly provided some terrific highlights for Lionel Messi's career showreel. Many claimed it was his best season ever. He did, of course, win the treble, and Jim, it doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
Well, one of the pinnacles of his club career, Peter.
And what stood out for you?
His performance against Madrid.
And there's the shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
He actually looked pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Messi. That has been cut short. Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's been played through. And Messi! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, great save! Decent hit and on target. Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Messi plays it short. Big chance! Missed by a fraction. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Conte. Serginho. Van Basten. Now it's Mbappe. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That is a brilliant interception. Tries to play it through. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Messi. That's a cute ball. And this is Sané. Sané was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Sané. Nicely weighted ball. Sané. And it's Conte. Oh, that's neat. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Van Basten was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Knocks it into space, and they're quick to get it back. Conte. Now it's Van Basten. Isco. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's well spotted. Van Basten. Nicely aimed pass. Van Basten unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, super find. He's found a way through. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Yaya Toure. That's a pretty loose pass. Keeper's got good distance on that. And here's Suarez. Messi. Brilliantly cut out. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Cafu. Passing is crisp and sharp. Sané. He's got away. That is good strength. Cafu. And it's Conte. Yaya Toure gets a foot in and wins the ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Isco. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's clever. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Iniesta. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. In towards the back, up he goes! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Well, that has not gone well. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Messi. Pass is just off target. Beckenbauer. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Messi. And it's Conte. Quality ball. Isco is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, some tackle that. And here's Mbappe. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. Just the goalkeeper to beat. And the shot!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Mbappe short-changes him with that pass. Iniesta, Luis Suarez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's a key interception. Isco. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Luis Suarez. He's shifting through the... Tries a shot! It's fallen kindly here. It's in! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's onside. Owen with the delivery. Big header! Really well taken goal. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring.
And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front!
The goal scorer for
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Cafu cuts out the pass. And it's Messi. Messi. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Plays it through. Kagawa providing an outlet on that flank.
There will be 3
And the shot! Oh, taken with style. We thought it was over. It's all square once more. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So all square with almost... And there goes the final whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proved positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Cafu. Pullet. Threads one in. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious... Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Thuram spots it and intercepts. In with the challenge. Pirlo. And it's Messi. And the through ball. And this is Pullet. Shoots! Goal! Galatasaray! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Substitution on the field, number 12.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Coming on to replace him
I
is
doubt very much that this was in the
7,
script.
Belletti. Substitution in progress.
Messi, Thuram does well to get it back. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
And here's Raul. That is good strength. That is Conte. Conte! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Gattuso, nicely aimed pass. Totti proving a very adept Cruyff. And Cruyff! No mistake! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Shot a goal! Another save.
Raul really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Messi shapes to shoot! Yes! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Pete.
Chance, surely! It's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Galatasaray are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Belletti tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's in on goal. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Sane! And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Mbappe. He's had a shot! Ruled out the best in the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And now they can spring out of defence. He's played it back. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Totti. And this is Ronaldo. Raul. Belletti. Nicely spread. Sané is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Pirlo. Looking tidy in possession here. And that is expertly dealt with. Serginho. Raul.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Totti. Can he get on the end of this? Brilliantly cut out. Well, that pass isn't the best. It's Pirlo! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
This possibly the last play of the half. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing, but a man down as well. And while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
Those of you making their way home on public transportation today, please watch the screen for train departure times from all local major stations.
Here we go again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be. But they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Mbappe touches it back. Out towards the flank. And it's Serginho. And this is Sané. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm struggling to work it.
Decent chance! Sticks it away! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. And it's made its way to him. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Great vision. Messi.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
He's found a way through. Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. They're back within reach! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So is this the start of a comeback?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Raul. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi! And it's hit the woodwork and out! That is a brilliant interception. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Messi, in by Messi, he rises! He has done it! It was a great header, the invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Substitution.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. Van Dijk coming on to a rapturous reception. It is the moment we've all waited for.
Now, that's what you call a luxury addition, to be able to summon someone of this calibre.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter,
And he shoots! They've done it! And with that, he takes home the match ball. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Substitutions taking place.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. We have ourselves a real game here.
This is wonderful front-footed football.
Tries a shot!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his...
And Messi! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Messi really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Conte. Raul. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good-looking ball. Can he get it through? Mbappe. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Van Dijk. Messi! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Belletti. And it's Messi. Ambitious ball here. He's in plenty of space here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
The referee has given a corner. Corner number 2 then. Messi with the short one. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Galatasaray are looking to go forward now. Oh no, that was never going to make it. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Sané. Sané. Oh, facing up to his adversary. Can he finish? And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Sané has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
And he's taking no chances there.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, that is asking for trouble.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Ball swung in. Cannavaro clears it away. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that has not gone well. Up towards the front line. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. 5 minutes to add. Always onto this. And this is Totti. Oh. And the finish! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Galatasaray take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
He is through here! And we're done. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. Well, clearly Uli Hoeneß was a great in his own right, but was also known as one half of a legendary strike partnership.
Yeah, and he was the more creative one, Peter. Likes to use the left side, a great dribbler who set up as many goals as he scored.
Oh, shooting chance! He's delivered all right! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Chance here to counter. Now it's Grafenberg. Can he get it through? The ball has bounced loose now. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nicely spread. Looking for the run. Oh, it's Dembele. Ambitious ball here. Floated through. Rummenigge gets into some space. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Some good work on the right flank here. Now, can they get him away? And this is Van Basten.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Cafu plays it in. Rijkaard tries to clear. Yamal gets a foot in here.
Van Basten really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Serginho's cross. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's the chance to counter. Vieira. Hoeneß. Dembele.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rummenigge. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Sané. And it's Maldini. For Isco. Costa Curta. And it's Serginho. Serginho. He is just caressing the ball. Serginho. Van Basten! Oh, the ball's run loose, and another try! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. A hefty whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. Oh, he's missed it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
It's a good run down the right. No, he refuses to take the bait. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Sané. Gravenberg. Hernes. No, again there's no way through.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Cafu. Now it's Messi. And the referee brings the first half to a close. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And we are back on the way. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Messi. And it's Conte. Isco. Rummenigge. Kante goes sliding in. Vinicius Junior looking understandably energised after his goal. And he's worked it through. And this is Van Basten. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tries to play it through. Played into space out wide. Beckenbauer. And Serginho. Oh, red, nice interception. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Dembele. Driving on and making good progress. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Isco. Number 9, Messi. Coming on the field, number 20, Pedri.
Yes, physical challenge.
Number 19,
Tries to pass it through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's picked his way through. And it's Sané.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, we all know, Peter, that this is a team capable of breaking extremely quickly. The opposition should have been alive to the danger, but they fell into the trap.
And now he has 2. A case now of complete control. Van Basten. And it's Pedri. Beckenbauer. Ball played for Conte. And it's Serginho. It's Pedri. Conte. Sané. Knocks it into space. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Substitution in progress.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Sonny! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Serginho. And it's Pedri. Beckenbauer. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Costa Curta. Beckenbauer. Cafu. And it's Serginho. Crunching tackle. And that's gone loose. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
It's a mighty effort! He scores! It is no contest. It is a landslide. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
It's become a case of men against boys. Now that's well seen too. Tries from a long way out. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Costa Curta. Van Basten. Oh, great chance! That's another chance! He's scored! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. And that is as far as it goes. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best...